Good evening, all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to another mesmerizing session of In India Incredible, the story of real India. Tonight we journey to the royal land of Rajasthan, beyond deserts, culture, courage, and creation. A state where every fort narrates a story. Every palace reflects grandeur, and every tradition carries centuries of pride and resilience. From the majestic forts of Jaipur, Jodhpur, and Chhattisgarh to the golden stands of Thar Desert, from the vibrant folk traditions to the remarkable tales of sacrifice and valor, Rajasthan stands as a timeless symbol of courage, creativity, heritage, and hospitality. This evening is not only just about exploring a state, it is about discovering the spirit of determination, honor, innovation, and cultural richness that has shaped Rajasthan and still continues to inspire generations. Let us begin this fascinating journey with curiosity and admiration and a desire to learn from one of India's iconic states. When we talk about Rajasthan, it is a land of kings where history comes through magnificent forts, royal palaces, colorful tradition, and extraordinary stories of courage. What does the state reflect? It reflects courage and valor through the legendary stories of Maharana Pratap Singh, Rajput warriors, and countless heroes who defended their land with honor. Talking about cultural richness, it comes through the folk music, dance, and handicrafts, festivals, and vibrant traditions that continue to capture the world. When we talk of architectural grandeur, its magnificent forts, Havelis, palaces, and unique UNESCO heritage sites stands testimony. Creativity and enterprises through artisans and entrepreneurs, tourism industry, and globally admired craftsmanship, hospitality and warmth. Their welcoming spirit makes every visitor feel at home. When you talk of resilience and adaptability, it is demonstrated by generations who have transformed challenging landscapes into thriving communities. Beyond its loyal legacy, Rajasthan teaches that courage creates history, culture strengthens identity, and creativity transforms challenges into opportunities. It reminds us that true greatness lies not merely in preserving heritage, but in building a future inspired by it. Now, I don't have to talk much about Rajasthan because we are privileged with us a passionate trainer, accomplished communicator, and emerging leader of JCI India. I'm honored to introduce this particular trainer who's going to take today's session. She is a human behavior and life skills trainer specializing in communication, emotional understanding, personal growth, and practical life skills. Talking of her academics, she has a master's and a doctorate in journalism and mass communication. Her strong foundation in communication and human behavior enables her to communicate meaningfully with diverse audiences. Provisional national trainer of JCI India and an NLP practitioner. She has finished her CAPP, Speechcraft, ZTWS, and JAF on the training ladder. Over the years of training in educational, organizational, and institutional platforms, she has helped individuals communicate with confidence, emotional awareness, and interpersonal effectiveness. A skilled speaker, she's a trainer, anchor, moderator, and storyteller known for learning, making learning relatable, practical, and engaging. She is a state and national level award winner of effective public speaking and an outstanding member of JCI India. Ma'am, on behalf of JCI Triprayar, it is my privilege to invite you to lead today's session on Rajasthan, beyond deserts, culture, courage, and creation. And we are eagerly looking forward to your beautiful stories, your insights, and experience. Ma'am, the floor is all yours. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Nirmala ma'am, for wonderful introduction. And thank you so much, Sitesh sir, and the visionary team of JCI Triprayar for putting together in this incredible platform. So, welcome to Rajasthan. As Nirmala ma'am told about few things about Rajasthan, but Rajasthan beyond these things. So, welcome to Rajasthan. Let me make it clear right now. This is not the Rajasthan of a generic postcard. This is not the Rajasthan of predictable Bollywood movies. Today, we step into Rajasthan beyond desert, a powerhouse of culture, a home of courage, and an absolute engine of creation. So, leaders, before our flight takes off, I want to see the energy in this virtual room. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. So, what we have to do is bring your hand in front of camera, your right hand, left hand. Bring your hand in front of camera, your palm together. Bring a smile on your face and say, Thamma. Very nice. I can see Nimla ma'am, the beautiful smile on your face. It's nice to connect with you all. So, Khamagani again. Now, tell me honestly, whenever you heard the word Rajasthan, what is the absolutely first word that flash across in your mind? Type in the chat box what the first word that flash across your mind when you heard the Rajasthan word. Type in the chat box.
Beautiful, colorful dressing, the ghagras and the bangles and things like that.
Okay. And what about the others? Sunil Shetty. Nice, Adesa. A border movie, you mean?
Then the sweets, because Pragya had brought a lot of lovely sweets from there with food.
That's true. That's true. Even I love sweets. Look at that, the global market. Yes, धरती मेरी माँ है. That's right. क्योंकि look at that, the global market looks at Rajasthan and see only limitation. They Bollywood movie also saw the sand, the camel, the monuments. But my friend, Rajasthan is more than that. Rajasthan is fundamentally bigger than its stereotypes. So today we are going to discover a corporate ecosystem where ancient wisdom meet modern business execution, where traditions drives cutting edge innovation, where extreme scarcity creates global opportunity, and where courage is a normal, everyday way of life. So fasten your seatbelt, keep your virtual window completely open. Flight Rajasthan Beyond Desert is officially cleared for departure. So let's fly. Most people look at a map of Rajasthan and see a geographic minus points or weakness, just like Sitesh sir said, "Dharti meri maa hai." They see empty spaces, but an entrepreneur looks at the exact same landscape and see the asset sheet. Look at the data point on your screen. So this is Jaipur, once the earliest scientifically planned city in India. Leheria textile tradition that literally turned human nations into a global fashion identity. And what I wore is also a bandhej. Today, what I wore. And this is the Badla Solar Park, the second pic you can see. India's largest solar park, built on a land where tradition mined so absolutely nothing but empty, barren earth. Think about the complete flip for a moment. A land with critical scarce water create the world's most vibrant, colorful textile. A land with punishing extreme heat transform itself one of the world's largest renewable energy ecosystem. a land with massive desert, build a premier destination for global tourism. That is, my friend, is Rajasthan. It is not a story of resources. It is a masterclass in resourcefulness. If your business is low on capital, low on team size, or low on a market access, innovation today, remember, the scarcity is the ultimate birthplace of innovation. So let's land our flight in our very first destination. It is a pink city. So, but before that, let me know about Bhadla. Everybody know about Bhadla Solar Park is powered by the sun. So tell me about what powers you. The chai powers me. What powers you guys? You can type in a chat box. A chai, a coffee, or something else. Powers you. What gives powers? Like tea give me powers. What about
Wind,
you guys?
wind, sea, water.
Okay. So look outside your virtual window right now. What hits you? The majestic architecture, the vibrant palette of pink sandstone. As a trainer, I don't want you to look only at the beauty. I want you to look the closely at the planning behind the beauty. Jaipur was built in 1727 by Maharaja Savai Jai Singh II. It is globally celebrated as one of the India's earliest scientifically planned grid city, and we are talking about grid layouts, ultra wide roads, clearly organized commercially market, and strictly structured zone long before modern urban planning textbooks were printed. Everything here was done with long term vision. Here, the punchline clearly. Great companies or a great organization are never built by accident, they are built by design. If your business structure is chaotic, your market delivery will be chaotic. Look at the iconic Hawa Mahal standing proudly in the center of the city. It featured 953 carefully built windows. This wasn't just a design look, it was a functionally technology. It created a high speed bridge effect, cooling the uh, interior naturally while allowing royal women so safely observe vibrant city life without breaking historical social customs. And are you building your business with 953 windows of market observations? Are you designing your organization's chart of withstand pressure? If you haven't visited Jaipur yet, consider this your officially business orientation. Let's dive deeper into how this design culture translates into branding. Hawa Mahal used 953 windows to beat the heat. But leader, how do you deal with the heat of your day by day life or business stress? Are you ready to cool down your heat with a cool head? So give me a thumbs up. Sitesh sir. He's always ready for everything. Nirmala ma'am, very good. Let's talk about turning small action into massive market value. Rajasthan is a place where nature provides zero natural greenery, yet its people refuse to live it visual poverty. They build bandhej and leheria. Look closely at the process, thousands of tiny notes tidy completely by hand, one single thread at a time. Imagine the mental discipline. Imagine the Okay, so we are talking about bandhej and leheria. Its people refuse to live a visual poverty. They built bandhej and leheria. Look closely at the process, thousands of tiny notes tied completely white. You can see on my sari too. They tied with a thread. And imagine the mental discipline. Imagine the operational consistency. In Rajasthan, every single color tells a highly target consumer story. When a child born, the family celebrate with the yellow pomcha. You can see in a picture, yellow pomcha. It's also called a pila. When child born, we used to wear first time pila. During wedding, the bride chundri become an elite symbol of blessing passed down through generation. And during the festival of Tej and Gangol, the waving line of Leheria filled the public square with collective celebration and raw joy. Fabric here is never just an item or sell. It is cultural, wealth, and value woven into commercial thread. And look at the Katputli, long before social media algorithm, long before cinema, long before YouTube, these wooden puppets travel from village to village. This wasn't just entertainment. It was India's original high impact visual storytelling platform. It passed down values, aligned communities, and maintained historical memory. Today, the identically storytelling DNA powered the palace on wheels, a literal royal palace running smoothly on railway track. It is the exact same DNA that makes Jaipur, Udaipur, Jodhpur the absolutely capital of luxury destination wedding worldwide. Rajasthan doesn't just sell services, it creates unforgettable, premium, high profit human experience. Rajasthan use premium textile like chunduri to celebrate milestones. In our JCI family, we celebrate milestone with a pins, right? So let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Do you remember your very first JCI pin? Write in a chat box your first JCI pin. Was it a member pin, a board pin, or a training pin? Type your first pin in a chat box. Member pin. My first pin was a BP training pin. Wearing a JCI pin is also a big proud moment for being a JCI, right? So our luxury training bus is now firing its engine and moving directly into the northern frontiers of Rajasthan. Our first stop is Hanumangarh. Most modern business trainers fail to realize the beneath this quiet soil like a Kalibanga, one of the foundational center and heart of the Hindu Valley civilizations. More than for a millennia ago, professionals here were executing organized agriculture system, standardized manufacturing through pottery, and highly regulated trained network. Rajasthan's story did not start with medieval warfare. It started with an advanced civilized society. Now, was the landscape change itself as our virtual vehicle across into Sri Ganganagar? Look out the window, the desert completely vanished, lush green field take away. So this first picture is Hindu Valley civilization. Let's move forward. Look out the window, the desert completely vanished. Lush green field take over the horizon. This is the recognized football and granary of Rajasthan. Uh, its flagship business product, the famous quinoa, an ultra sweet, incredible juicy or citrus fruit export across national and international market. But what's the hidden leadership lesson here? It is not about the fruit. It is about the complete turnaround in the system. The construction of a legendary Gang Canal and later the Indira Gandhi Canal radically changed the of destiny of this entire geography zone. Water was brought in from hundred of miles away. Agriculture flourished and opportunity multiplied expon- exponentially. What we learn from this: if your current market environment is dry, you don't complain about the environment. You build a canal of resource skill and network to transform scarcity into absolutely abundance. And this is Northern Blueprint. So welcome to Shekhawati. Now our bus is going to Shekhawati. If Rajasthan had a historical Wall Street, you are standing right in the center of it. The moment you enter the terrain, you realize the walls themselves are speaking to you. This region is globally known as the Open Air Art Gallery of Rajasthan. This magnificent, sprawling Havelis are completely covered with a rich wall painting. Long before modern business marketing or billboard advertising existed, these merchant communities use the faces or their building as a canvas to communicate global trend, technology, and success stories. But Shekhawati didn't just create art, it gave birth to global business. Take a look at the business family and roots that trace their ancestral path directly back to these small desert towns like Birla, Bajaj, Goenka, Podar, Singhania. These are the foundational dynasties that build modern Indian industry. What we take away as a JCI entrepreneur here is your origin story never decide your destination skill. Small town can birth global empire if baked by relentless reason and directly aligned with the business grade is the spirit of Junjunu. When it comes to defending the nation, Junjunu possesses an elite, unmatched military tradition. Generation of families have proudly worn the uniform of the Indian Armed Force, where wearing the uniform isn't just a regular job choice. It is an ancestral legacy and a core leadership responsibility. It is not surprise that Maharaja Ajit Singh of Khatri become one of the primary historical helper and intellectual supporter of Swami Vivekananda. In this northeastern corridor, business smarts and uncompromising bravery are woven into the exact same fabric. So let's pause our journey to look at the operating software of the entire culture, its language, its literature, and its unique script. The language landscape of Rajasthan in rich with distinct regional variants from Marwadi in the west to Mewadi in the east and Dhundari in the center. And there is a more language of seven languages Shekhawati, Bagadi. But the real business secret weapon of the traditional Rajasthani merchant was exclusively highly specialized script called Mahajani. This was an ultra fast cursive script used extensively of financial bookkeeping, tracking double entry accounting. It's called Bahi Khata. My father-in-law still using Bahi Khata in his business. Long before digital spreadsheet was invented, it had no vowels, making it a naturally hidden code that keep private business data secure with the trending group while allowing rapid financially logging. And consider the literature, the oral and written tradition of Rajasthan expressed through the heroic poetry of a Pingal and Dingal language. It is focused heavily on commitment. The local saying are packed with a practical business principle. That's we are a born businessman, Marwadi and Rajasthani people. Consider the absolutely weight given to Zaban. What the spoken word it is in the traditional train network of Rajasthan, a verbal commitment was more binding than a modern legal constructed stamp in India. When you look at the language of Rajasthan, words like Ausa, Ausa is a welcome, and Padharosa are not just a polite greeting, they are strategic relationship building practices designed to create safely, trust, and long term customer lifeline values. So, that is a game. The traditional Mahajani script had absolutely no vowels. It was like a hidden secret code used by Rajasthani merchants. So, everyone, let's play a game. You can see a dec- look at your screen, decode these cities, and write in a chat box. If your answer is right, Sitesh are gonna be send you a surprise gift on your address. There is a cities. Please decode. There is no wow sound.
Ma'am, I did not understand. Can you please repeat?
There is no wow sound in the cities. You have to guess the name of cities. One name is your chapter.
So you
Can you
want us to
guess?
name uh,
Yes,
the
you have to
six
decode the city. Yes, Jaipur, Jyoti, Sara, ma'am, right? It is Jaipur,
Triprayar,
Delhi, very good. Triprayar, yes, it is
Kota,
Ludhiana, right? Kota,
Jo-
yes,
Jodhpur,
very good. You don't want to send anyone gift, that's why you answered it. Very good. Now move forward. As our vehicle cuts further west, a legendary, unmistakable aroma starts filling the air. It's sharp, it's spicy, it's completely irresistible. Welcome to Bikaner, founded by Rao Bika with the strategic partnership of the local leader Nera. The people here describe themselves as a mastamola, free-spirited, deeply joyful, and full of life. They live full of life. You see this culture energy exploding in their traditional folk theater known as Ramta, where community stories, humor, sharp social commentary are performed in open public squares. Let's look at Bikaner through a sharp investor lens. The city built the humble Bikaneri Bhujia. What started century ago as a localized home ground home business using native moth beans grew into a globally recognized GI tag commercial system. Greatness doesn't require an elite boardroom in a tech hub. It can start on a simple kitchen counter if you know how to extract maximum value from what you have. But look deeper into the desert wind. Bikaner is anchored by profound spiritual discipline. It is the 15th century Sant Jambaji stepped forward to share to Bisnoi philosophy. This is a rigorous way of life structure. Around 29 core rules focus squarely on ecological harmony and sustainability. Hundred of years before the United Nations formed sustainability target, these communities were actively protecting trees, uh, conserving local wildlife, and defending ecological balance as a non-negotiable spiritual duty. I hope you remember Salman Khan Hiran Kand. Look at the Vishnoi moment. It is the world premier historical benchmark of grassroots environmental conversation. This deep connection, it mirrored perfectly at a Deshnok Karni Mata temple, where faith and the natural world interact in ways that stun global observation. Have you visited the Karni Mata Mandir? There is a more than 20,000 rats are there in the temple. And look at the Junagadh fort. Unlike almost every other Rajput fort built on high, but this naturally protect mountain peak. Junagadh was built on a flat, open desert terrain. Yet it historical remained completely resilient against relentless enemy inventions. So what we learn from this? If your market defense is never determined by your external positioning, it is determined by your internal structure preparation. In Rajasthan Bhujia, we Bhujia goes in everything. Even we used to take it with tea, in a poha, within a upma. But today I want to know from you what is the most weird food combination you enjoy? You can write in a chat box or you can share with me what the weird combination of food you ever tried. I'm waiting. Have you tried Bikaner Bhujia? 100%. Okay. You tried in a weird combination. Bikaji with a tea superb. Yes, of course. He used to put bhujia in everything. Even a burger, even a pizza, sandwiches. We used to eat in everything. The worst combination is I ate in a dal chawal. Yeah, it is worst combination, weird combination. Yes. So we now cross directly into the historic heart of Marwar, mm, where I completed my education. Welcome to Jodhpur, the world famous blue city. Look at the skyline outside your virtual window. Hundred of blue painted house, clustered seamlessly beneath the sheer cliff of the majestic Mehrangarh Port, which was watched over the trade hub for over 500 years. But Jodhpur didn't just build an elite military architect, it engineered a global luxury fashion identity. Have you ever seen the Jodhpuri suit? Our celebrity and all wear the Jodhpuri suit. Yes. Look at the Jodhpuri suit. The international business world may bow the Western tuxedo, but India offers its own ultimate statement of royal elegance, structure, and corporate style. Brand positioning become bulletproof when it tells an unmistakable story. And look at the Safa. Across the land of Rajasthan, every single geography pocket has a distinct style, a unique color palette, and a specific method of tying the safa. It is serves as a visual business card conveying honor, respect, precise identity. A safa is never just a textile accessory. It an unyielding symbol of professional pride. Now, friends, let's unpack one of the greatest design metaphors ever captured, the iconic Groomer dance. It is originating within the indigenous Bhil community and later embraced by the royal household of Rajasthan. Groomer is a master class in balance and control. The dancer wear an incredible heavy multi-layer ghagra. She spin at highly high speed, often balance multiple earthen pots on her head, completely blinded beneath a heavy veil. Yet, despite the speed, despite the weight, despite the zero visibility, every single step remains controlled. Every moment is elegant, and her core balance never waves. So, look at the mirror. Is that not exactly what business leadership feels like? You are carrying heavy organizational responsibilities. You are spinning under market pressure. You have a low market visibility. Yet your team expert absolute grace, pose, and control progress for you. Goomer teach us that true leadership strength is never chaotic or loud. True strength is completely posed and graceful. We are now driving our turning journey deep into the extreme western geography lip of Rajasthan, into Barmer and Jaisalmer. The rainfall average dropped to near zero. The temperature spiked to punishing extreme water scarcity is a constant in reality. Yet human life, commerce, and culture do not just survive here; they thrive with absolute joy. How the answer is absolutely systematic wisdom. Barber and Jaisalmer. In this desert community, water was managed like a gold dust. They built the traditional party system, a highly disciplined community and post system for of measured water sharing and underground rainwater harvesting, where every single drop was located with presence. Long before modern lean management of Six Sigma textbooks talked about aligning waste, these desert communities were executing it daily out of raw necessity, maximum output from maximum resources. It is exact optimizations mindset that completely transformed Barmer. Today, Barmer has a pivoted of become one of the India's premier oil producing powerhouse, contributing heavily to the nation energy. but the real oil isn't beneath the sand. It is unyielding spirit of its people. Look at the gay dance performing during Holi, the thunderous energy, the stick breaking rhythm, the flawless community alignment. It proves that professional happiness and team morale are never generated by soft environment. They are generated by internal group spirit. Now step into Jaisalmer, the golden city rising out of the dunes like a mirage. The entire soul of Jaisalmer is anchored in the world-class oral folk music, preserved by centuries by Langa and Manginier communities without a single piece of digital recording equipment. These master musicians carried data, contracts, and family trees across generation through song. And on this desert highway, you will encounter the modern folklore of Om Manasa, also known as the Bullet Baba, a unique roadside shrine that has evolved into a powerful symbol of traveler safety, faith, community connection. Western Rajasthan deliver a foundational business lesson. When resources availability shrink, resource creativity explodes. There is a video about tourism landmark and experience economy.
फिर से नैना भरे समझे थे हम गम है खत्म दिल ही ना माने फिर से नैना भरे समझे थे हम गम है
Analyze one of the most brilliant economic turnaround in global business history. Following the structural change of the mid 20th century, the royal families and the people of Rajasthan were left with massive, high maintenance historical sprawling forts, giant havelis, and expensive palaces that require immense money to maintain. Did they abandon them? Did they let them crumble into liabilities? No. The heritage tourism and economy of India. They rebuilt these properties into the world's most exclusive luxury hotel. They realize that in the modern economy, consumers will pay a massive premium not just for a bed, but for a immersive experience. They transform ancient architecture into symbol for international celebrity and a global cultural festival. Look at the palace on wheels. It takes a standard Indian place infrastructure, adds a layer of historical hospitality, and turn a train journey into a elite luxury brand. So, what we learn business assistant. Are you sitting on an old process, an old product, or an old challenge that can be repositioned, repackaged, and present to the market as a premium, high value experience? Stop selling, start selling unforgettable experience. So we are going now for the absolutely visual and shock. Our journey takes a sharp turn away from the sand dunes. Look out your virtual window right now. The plane vanish. Up around us in the Aravalli Range, one of the oldest geological mountains system or a planet Earth. Empire roses, global market crust, but the Aravalli remained completely unmoved. Nestled deep within this peak of Mount Abu, Rajasthan, singular hill station, look at Nakki Lake sitting in the sky, surrounded by green valley, and look at the Dilwara temple, the micro level marble curving on the ceiling and pillars here are so details they look like a lace rather than a stone. It's a sharp reminder to every manager that the operational excellence is always found in the smallest detail. And as we descend the mountain slopes, we enter a landscape of profound cultural harmony, Ajmer and Pushkar. In Ajmer, millions of people from every single faith background and language cross path at the revered Ajmer Sarif Dargah, a global monument of spiritual opens. Just a few kilometers away, across the mountain pass, lies Pushkar, home to one of the world's exceptional rare temple dedicated to Lord Brahma. Only a temple of Lord Brahma. It is located in Pushkar. Every single year, this lake town transforms into the world famous Pushkar Camel Fair. This isn't just a culture gathering, it is a massive, high speed micro marketplace where livestock trending, international tourism, handicraft, commerce, and community network come together in a brilliant space of energy. Right down the road at Biawar, an industrial trending junction built entirely on grid of merchant from their iconic Tilpatti craftsmanship to the legendary Basha Mela, celebrated right after Dhulandi. Dawar show how community energy can drive local commerce. The corporate takeaway here is clear. True market scale happiness when you build an ecosystem where elements work in completely harmony. So we are going now Mewar. Welcome to Mewar. This is the land where leadership is not studies in text. It is inherited through the bloodline. Landscape change completely massively. Replace the desert dunes, rugged mountains raise up, and every single stone you step on carries an epic story. Let's talk about the Chittorgarh. Our ZP sir, zone president sir, he is from Chittorgarh. Chittor Fort stand as the ultimate pride of incredible Rajasthan, echoing the timeless tales of Rajput Queens Padmini, legendary sacrifice, and the divine devotion of Mirabai. As Asia's largest fort, the majestic hilltop marvel beautifully weaving together its history, stunning architect and soul that leaves every traveler completely spellbound. And look at Kambalgarh Fort standing before us. It's it's a perimeter wall stretch around across 36 continuous kilometers. This is globally recognized as the second longest continuous defensive wall on Earth, right after the Great Wall of China. It was designed with a clear, uncompromising goal to protect national identity at all cost. Mewa's value system is actively building the future. Look at the village of Piplant. Whenever a female child is born into this village, the entire community comes together to plant exactly 111 trees in her honor. A one female child when born. They have transformed a social milestone into a massive self-sustainability ecosystem that has completely reversed deforestation and groundwater. True, what we learn from this, a true corporate social responsibility isn't just a line item on a balance sheet. It is embedding your values directly into your community's growth. And look at the icon of this soil, Maharana Pratap, a leader who chose to live in wild forests, face extreme isolated, and eat bread made of grass rather than compromising his independence. He proved that freedom and autonomy are the ultimate assist of individual or an enterprise. We will talk about Panadhai, the ultimate definition of extreme loyalty and sacrifices to protect the future King Uday Singh. She consciously placed her own son Chandan, in the line of fire. She sacrificed her personal present to secure the nation's future. And I have to talk about Mirabai because I'm also from her birthplace, Berta city. So we are talking about Mirabai, a royal princess who walked away from the peak of palace privilege to claim her spiritual freedom, changing the course of India's cultural history through her fearless devotion. Mewar presents the ultimate leadership blueprint, a power-fed market shift, but values outlive generation. Now let's analyze the art of Rajasthan through a product design lens. The food, one of my favorite slides. The food here was built for survival, high energy, and supply chain strength. Consider the famous dal bati churma. The historical data show that batis were designed by soldiers and desert travelers out of the pure operational necessity. They could mix the simple dough in the morning, bury it under the desert sand, heated by the sun, go to the battlefield and trade route, and return to find a perfectly baked, nutrition dense food assist with a long shelf life. It is a lesson in designing a product that requires zero high maintenance to deliver maximum value. Then look at the bold, spicy crunches of a pyaj ki kachori, built to provide instant, highly energy fuel of traveler tackling long distance across trend routes. And finally, look at Ghevar, a masterclass in food design associated with the monsoon celebration of Tej and Gangur. Its complex pores honeycomb design require precise temperature control, the specific pouring heights to create a delicate structure. It is literally architectural design expressed through pastry. And what we learned the business lesson. Every product your company rolls out should be like dal bati churma and ghevar, perfectly optimized for the environment it is meant to operate, durable under stress, and unforgettable to the consumer. Dal bati was originally baked directly under the hot desert sand for soldiers on the battlefield. Talk about absolutely survival design. Um, if you had to eat only one food item for a 7 days straight to survive, what's your pick? I just want to ask you if you had to eat only one food item for 7 days straight to survive. What you pick? What you're going to eat for 7 days? Write in a chat box. Bread, omelette. And Nirmala ma'am, what will you eat for a 7 days? Same food.
Ma'am, I cannot catch your voice. That's why I'm not responding.
Okay. Like dal bati. If you had to eat only one food item for a 7 days straight for survive your life, what you pick? What you were going to eat for a 7 days? The same food.
Kachori, kachori.
Kachori. Oh, not bad. Huh? I'll bring kachori for you. We now cross into Hadoti, my hometown, landing directly in Kota. And initially, the dry desert story shutters completely. Kota is blessed by a powerful Chamber river system. This immense water access allow the city of build a multi-industrial hub. Look at the uh, premier commercial exports. Kota Stone, which builds India's modern infrastructure, Kota Dhoria Textile, which is a weaving craftsmanship, and the spicy crunches of Kota Kachori industry and heritage running parallel. But Hadoti is anchored by the legend of Hada Rani, when her newly wed husband hesitated to go to the battlefield of the personal attachment, she made the ultimate sacrifice to remind him of his duty. Her story stands as a striking symbol of placing mission and duty completely above the self interest. moving through the train junction of Devli, we enter the wildness of Ranthambore, one of the world's most famous tiger conservation landscapes. Deep with this forest tent, there is a Trinetra Ganesha temple. In a beautiful tradition, thousands of families across India mail their very first wedding invitation card directly to this temple before distributing their guests. The postal department literally deliver bag of here daily. A masterclass in customer loyalty and culture connection. Finally, we arrive at the eastern gateway of Rajasthan. It is Bharatpur, home of Kyoledo National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Every single year, without any advertising, thousands of rare um, birds travel from Siberia and Central Asia together in this wetland. Look at the natural phenomenon. How do these birds know where to go? And what we learn as a leadership? Nature is teaching us the ultimate business lesson. You do not chase talent. You do not chase client. You design the right ecosystem. You build the right platform and the world will automatically come to you. So our flight is now making its final descent. We have traveled across an incredible landscape. We didn't find one Rajasthan, we found a network of economy. Jaipur taught us vision by design. The North taught us transformation and enterprise. Bikaner taught us value creation and ESG. Jodhpur taught us brand identity and balance. The West taught us resources optimization under scarcity. The Arrivalists taught us harmony. Mewar taught us an uncompromising blueprint of values. Hadoti taught us ecosystem mastery. The Rajasthan of tomorrow is already here. It is a landscape of high speed tech startup, massive solar installation, and young professional network rewriting the rules of Indian commerce. Stop complaining about the resources you lack. Start optimizing the tools you have. Step up, design your system, maintain your balance under pressure, and build a unyielding legacy. As we traveled across Rajasthan, today we saw a great force, inspiring story, and extraordinary people. And that exact same spirit of excellence continue even today through Zone 5. If you want to understand why Zone 5 is the ultimate powerhouse of JCI, you just need to decode the name of Rajasthan, Rajasthan itself. Rajasthan, resilient leaders, outstanding member who stands strong, representing us on a different national and international platform. A for action oriented trainers over the years, giving JCI India many legendary national and international trainers. Jaw dropping projects whenever JCI India needs new idea of innovation project, Zone 5 delivers. A absolutely commitment contributing with full heart across training leaders and community services. Support pillars, the first zone to step up whenever the national team need a rock solid foundation. Trendsetter, consistently bringing uh, futuristic wits of youth development and community welfare. At high energy network, building an unstoppable chain of dedicated and driven chapters. It's all A always available, no delay, no excuses. Zone 5 is always there on the front line. And national pride, carrying forward the legacy that makes us proud of our past, proud of our present, and excited about our future. Thank you, Zone 5, for carrying forward the ultimate spirit of leadership and services. So finally, leaders, as we close the virtual room, I want to share something straight from my heart. There is a very famous saying around the world that you can take a Rajasthani out of Rajasthan, but you can never take a Rajasthan out of a Rajasthani. Today, this is not just another conversation for me. This is an incredibly emotional moment to stand here on this national JCI platform given by Triprayar and represent the soil that gave me my root, my identity, and my values. It means the world to me. Thank you, JCI Triprayar, for giving me this beautiful opportunity. I know Rajasthan is vast. There are still so many hidden ports, untold stories of curries, and a flavor of food that we couldn't fit into these few slides today. But for that, you don't need a presentation. For that, you need an experience. So consider this my personal and royal invitation to every single leader logged in from across India. Come, live the magic yourself. एक बार तो पधारो हमारे देश. Thank you so much, JCI. Khama Garai.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that wonderful, inspiring, and to Rajasthan. Really loved it. But yeah, I mean, you were not very audible for us, so I couldn't catch up on everything that you said. Anyway, the floor is open for feedback and questions, please. Any takeaways you all got? Anything, please? Any questions you have to ask? Yeah, Prasan Sitesh, please. You've raised your hand.
Thank you so much, Chair, Nirmala ma'am. Good evening, Reena ma'am. This is the best way to end a session. I haven't seen a better ending for a training session. It's beautiful, great slide. Um it's such a vast state, so much to explain. It's very difficult to put it in across in one session. I know that. uh, the valor, the bravery, everything is just inspirational, to be honest. I had a opportunity to visit Rajasthan around 10 years back, so I just marveled at the architectural beauty of some of the forts. It's very difficult to survive in a desert. We can just think of how laborious and how hardworking they are to construct such beautiful structures that still stand magnificently in front of us. So it shows how much hardworking and how much passionate Rajasthan people are. And I think you brought in it. You brought it beautifully, ma'am. We have got the idea about Rajasthan. Means a lot of things that we have explored lately. I would like to ask a question also. You are from Kota. It's a big center for IPS IAS coaching, and also how is the life in Kota for the uh, it's a different world, I know, but can you throw some light on Kota life for engineering students, IAS?
Kota is famous for, of course, coaching centers because it is gives a vibes and competition vibes for study, and that's why when you study in a Kota, the ranking of the topper ranking they are from Kota because it's given the competition, the environment, and when you have an environment of something, you not need to push yourself. You are going with the flow. That's the reason maybe.
Right, ma'am. I have also, I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I have heard lot of CAs coming out from Rajasthan. Also, there is a center of excellence in Rajasthan.
Jodhpur,
So yes,
Jodhpur.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
So
there is
it's
an
it's
excellence
it's
system
it's
there.
special for us also as CAs.
Yes.
One of my friend had an opportunity to visit the center of excellence, and also one of my friend regularly visits Ajmer Dargah. So he
Hmm.
makes visits every 2 3 weeks. So he explains about Rajasthan, the culture, and also we are very much connected with the state. To be honest, thank you so much for accepting the invite. I saw NVP sir joining, our ZP joined. So thanking all of them for making time and participating in the event. A very well taken session, man. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you so
Nirna
much.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Questions or feedback? If not, can I call on Anju EVM for the vote of thanks, please? Anju, you're there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Every journey leaves us with something valuable. Tonight's journey through Rajasthan leaves us with three powerful takeaways: courage to stand firm, creativity to build, and pride in our heritage. On behalf of JCI Triprayar, I extended our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished trainer, JFM Dr. Reena Dadhich, for taking us beyond the fort and desert and helping us experience the true spirit of Rajasthan. Ma'am, your insights, stories, and perspective transform this session in an enriching and memorable learning experience. A sincere appreciation to our President JCSGF, CA Siddhesh Shashidharan, whose vision continues to make the India Incredible series a meaningful platform for exploring the diversity, strength, and stories of our nation. Behind every successful program is a dedicated teamwork with a commitment and passion. My gratitude to our Secretary JCSDF Anjali Hari, Treasurer JC Srijit Chandran, Program Director JCSDF Anjali Manoj, and every member who contribute to make today's event a success. Most importantly, thank you to every participant present here. Learning becomes meaningful when learning knowledge is met with the curiosity, reflection, and engagement. As we conclude, may the spirit of Rajasthan continue to inspire us to be courageous in adversity, creative in our action, and a proud custodian for our values and heritage. For thank you for being part of this wonderful evening.
Thank you, Anju. Thank you for a vote of thanks. Now, as we conclude tonight's session, let us carry forward the spirit of Rajasthan. What is it? Face challenges with courage and dignity. Preserve values while embracing progress. Celebrate diversity and cultural richness. Transform limitations into opportunities. And build legacy through character, legacy, and services. Rajasthan reminds us that that true strength is not measured by power alone, but by resilience, honor, and the ability to inspire the generations that follow. May we continue to lead with purpose, serve with humility, and create meaningful impact wherever we go. The sands of Rajasthan teach us a powerful truth. Circumstances may be harsh, but character should be unshaken. Across centuries, people have changed challenges into stories of courage, sacrifice, and greatness. May we carry the same spirit into our own journey of leadership and service. In India Incredible, know India, feel India, lead India. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai JC. Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you so
Reena,
much.
and thank you,
Thank you so
Preston, for
much.
the opportunity to chair. And thank you for everyone. Good night.
Good night.
God bless you.